Nah, for real though, what are the character designs in this anime, man? Okay, so once again, I'm fucked on One Piece, and I'm actually starting to get burned out. Like, it's getting really hard to keep watching. Then I think I figured out the recipe of One Piece, okay? Because it's just the same thing every single time they get into a fight or something. So Luffy, I know how to pronounce his name now, magical, but Luffy gets trapped somewhere, okay? And then the rest of the cast or the rest of the crew have to like just fight and deal with the circumstances of not having Luffy there to carry them. Well, it's not really carry, like Zoro is pretty strong in Sanji, but it's basically just them trying to hold out until Luffy gets free. And they'll wipe out like the minions and shit. And then by the time they have them wiped out, Luffy will break free and he'll have a 1v1 with the final boss, right? This happens nearly every single time, okay? Except for the recent arc I'm on, Water 7. It's literally him just running through a city destroying everyone, and then he finally gets to the tower where Robin's being held, so. Nah, but Luffy gets trapped nearly every single time, and it's kind of annoying because like it just feels like the main cast has infinite plot armor because I just know they're going to survive, you know what I mean? It feels way too readable. Like I know for sure by whatever episode the present people are on, the main cast that I'm seeing right now is all still alive probably, because I feel like One Piece is kind of like a gag anime to an extent, because so 1 minute they'll be shot, so let's say Zoro gets shot. And then the next minute, like 1 minute later, he'll be fully healed. Like the wound is just magically gone, bro. So it kind of feels like a gag. It feels like I'm watching like a really long version of One Punch Man, but it's still good to an extent because listen, the plot's pretty good. But the thing that ruins the plot for me is how ugly most of the characters look. Like there's this I can't remember his name. I think it's something beginning with K, I can't remember, but he has a square nose and he's like a really skinny head. That shit triggered me, so like it made me want to drop the anime looking at that motherfucker. I can't remember his name, but he has blonde hair, big square nose, and roundy eyes. Like it's such a trash design for a character. But I generally think the manga author just rushed the shit out of the character design, because you can really tell whenever they put detail into the enemies they're fighting. Because with something for like, let's compare it to Naruto, okay? The Akatsuki, I can't pronounce it, it's really hard to pronounce it. It's Akatsuki or something. But they all look fucking dripped out to the last, and they all have extremely good character designs, and you have to take them seriously, you know what I mean? But whenever you see a fucking square-nosed, circular-eyed, freak-looking motherfucker that turns into a giraffe, I don't know how, and he's fighting someone with 3 swords, it's kind of hard to take seriously, you know what I mean? And it doesn't help with that Zoro can literally just get hit with anything. Like One Punch Man can literally come into the anime and punch him and he'll survive, so or Saitama I should say. But yeah, it sort of feels like a gag anime right now, but hopefully it improves. I don't know. The character design is so bad though. It feels like it's a bit like it's way too rushed. Like they look deformed. Like a lot of the characters look really, really deformed. But I will say it is a unique art style. If he intentionally drew them like that, like it feels like, so this is the way I envision the manga author creating these characters. It feels like the first thing that comes to his mind, he just throws it onto the page, you know what I mean? And that's an enemy. That's the way he designs the villains, in my opinion. But I wish the enemies looked better. I'm sure, hopefully, in the next few arcs, they don't look fucking goofy as fuck and I can actually take the enemy seriously. But in the Water 7 arc, the animation finally went to 720p, or like it's 1080p, but it's like the quality is 720p, you know what I mean? So it's full screen, it's not fucking 480p anymore, which is nice. It's way nicer to look at. Whenever like it blessed my eyes whenever I saw that shit. But then they did this like pirate games arc straight off the bat, and it just killed the entire vibe. That shit was so fucking boring. Yeah, if you watch One Piece for the first time, just skip that arc. It is the biggest little bullshit. It doesn't have any good conclusion or anything. It's a filler basically. It's a manga filler arc somehow. I personally think One Piece is like a god tier anime if you're watching it while it was airing. Like if I was watching this while it was airing, like the Water 7 arc and these other arcs, it'd be way better because I don't know what's gonna happen. But since it's on like 1,000 episodes, 1,050 or something, 1,070, I can't remember. But since it's that far in, I just know the main cast is going to survive. So it's just kind of like, I just need to catch up on the lore. That's basically what I'm doing right now. But obviously the main cast could take injuries or some shit, but they're not going to die, you know what I mean? So It's kind of very predictable for me. I hope this next arc is better than Water 7. Water 7 was decent for me. I didn't really like it that much. And it's just mainly because that square-nosed giraffe looking motherfucker, and the rest of the characters are pretty bad. Like the woman that, like the big fat woman that turns into a mermaid, her character design was off the charts bad. But yeah, I'm hoping the next arc will be goated. Right now I'm on episode 337, where they meet like the skeleton guy that can like sing and shit. So I have a good feeling about this next arc. Hopefully it's goated. Rip the Going Merry in the last arc, but I hope the next arc is god tier. So the Sky, by the way, I forgot to mention about Skyland arc, because I've watched that much. It feels like it's been a year since I watched the Skyland arc. Time is flying for me whenever I'm watching this. Well, not flying, but it's like it feels so long ago that I watched Skyland arc. You know, it's only been like 2 days or 3 days. Skyland arc was kind of boring, like because I knew Luffy was gonna get trapped. He got trapped in the fucking snake's body again. Like, it's so obvious. Like, it's kind of annoying at this point. But then he gets out and it's 1v1 the final boss again. What do you expect's gonna happen? He's gonna win. Okay, so I knew none of the main cast was gonna die. They got like electrocuted by 1,000,000 volts 100 times. Plot armor just saves them. They're just invincible. So like, what, I don't know. It's whatever, but then Luffy just comes in and does his usual thing, beats the final villain, boom, God is dead, easy. He's like, coincidentally, the God has electricity, which is, I knew, see, whenever I heard that he has electricity, or I saw a lightning, I was like, well, rubber, he's made of rubber, so it's over, like, you know what I mean, it's rubber doesn't get affected, so easy win for Luffy. So I might have pronounced his. I don't know if I've been pronouncing Luffy's name wrong. True, that's his baby. I might accidentally said Luffy, but it's Luffy. I know it's Luffy. But anyway, that's all I want to say, because I'm kind of getting burned out from this. But we'll see. Whenever I get to 500 episodes, if it's god tier by then, or if it gets really good by then, I'll keep going and I'll actually push through and try finish it in a month. But if it continues the repetitive One Piece recipe where Luffy gets trapped, I might have to drop it. We'll see. But anyway, if you guys enjoyed this video, make sure to like and sub, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace out.